So let's look at Sustainable Development Goal number 6, ensure availability and sustainable management of water and sanitation for all. And first, let's look at the words sustainability and management, sustainable management. We're seeing these type of problems, unfortunately, too often in our country. And not only here, I mean, it's everywhere. So let's have a look of what we found in Tanzania, where we've worked for 3 years setting up a smart center there. And after the 3 years, at the end of the 3 years, the government, water authorities in the area surveyed, did the water point mapping, and they mapped 5,000, and they got more than 5,000 water points. And what they found, to their surprise, was that the cheaper models of pumps, hand pumps, were actually functioning better than the more expensive ones, the imported ones. And these type of pumps, we call them smart. That's where the word smart center comes from. It's simple, market-based, affordable, repairable, and there are technologies, of course. So we're focusing on that. Why they are more functional, why there's more functionality on that, I think you might be able to answer that yourself, but let's have a look here. Now first, let's also look at the word all, which is a big challenge. All, meaning reaching all of the people in Zambia. If we only look at improved water access, then overall Zambia, we have still 35% of the people to go. They don't have a protected water source. Now, if you look only at the rural areas, that's almost half of it. Half of the people don't have access to an improved water source. Now, let's have a look at sanitation. If you look all over Zambia, then 41% don't have an improved sanitation facility. And if you look at the rural area, it's more than half, 56%. So there we have a way to go. And of course, it's understandable because the land is big, and the roads are not always good. People live far apart from each other. So how do we get to manage this sustainable development goal? Now, luckily, the rural areas has also some other statistics. For example, 96% of the employed people are informally employed in rural Zambia. That means that almost everybody is a small-scale entrepreneur or is working for a small-scale entrepreneur. These are entrepreneurs who are not registered with PACA or ZRA or anything, so they are very, very small. So let's use these small entrepreneurs in that area to set up a self-supply chain of wash products and make sure that program is profitable for them. Because if they make a profit by selling the pump, selling a borehole, selling a toilet, then as long as they're making profit, their business will continue. So let's see how we can do that. How? We start training and guiding entrepreneurs who make smart water products like pumps, manually drilled boreholes, and groundwater recharge systems. Then we partly sponsor a few pumps so that early adopters can use the new technology, make an income, and show others. Jacana will be able to monitor the quality, and welders and drillers get experience. You see, the pumps are used in different ways to make money. Often.
Most of my interest is garden. I've got a garden of fruits, planted apples.
After some time, neighbors will experience the benefits from the locally produced pumps and start buying the pumps direct from the welders without the need of subsidy. This is where the part where we call self-supply. By that time, there is a showcase area where pumps are made and used in daily life. Then Jacana invites people from other places to experience the impact of the smart approach. Let them talk freely with their fellow community members, entrepreneurs and authorities. If they want, Jacana can help them implement a similar program in their area. Just by copy-pasting what we've done in the first area. Okay, now let's have a look at some few manual drilling technologies which we smart centers are training. Because depending on the type of soil, you need different types of drilling technologies. First of all, here we have tungsten bits, which we use in layers where the soil formation is very hard. But let's have a look. We train people how to make soil punch or drilling equipment, just locally made. How to use the equipment. Soil punch is used to make a starter hole often, of about maximum 6 meters. Or if you reach the water level earlier, then you have to also use another technology. Here the MET 3 meters again. It's a very simple technology. This thing costs 300 kwacha, including production. Now they're making a Shippo drill. These are the tungsten bits, just to demonstrate how they can crush stones. Of course, it takes time, but you can see the fire is there, and the stone is cracking slowly. So we're using Shima as power. This is Shippo drilling, where they use a sort of jetting. You see there's a small pump here, which pumps the water in the borehole, make sure the soil comes up. This is another type of drilling called Mzuzu drilling. They use a small baler, in the soils which is sandy. Just by entering the baler a lot of times, you can make sure that the casing pipe sinks down. It's a lot of work, but I mean labor, especially in rural areas. We're learning also. Labor in rural areas is available, so why not use it? Yeah. So these are a few examples. Sorry, I'm starting again. Now there's some other statistics which I want to bring from Tanzania, where we've drilled in 5 years' time. We drilled, I think, 600 boreholes, sponsored, 500 or 600. I'm not sure anymore. But the average depth was 27 meters, and the maximum one, the deepest one, was 45 meters, which was an exception, to be honest. The yield with that simple pump was almost 500 liters per hour on an average water level of 20 meters. And that's the average yield. Some pumps produce more, some a little bit less. Now, we stopped that program in 2012, I think. We went back just last May, in May 2016. And by now, instead of the 500 or 600 sponsored pumps, now there are 5,000 pumps privately bought. And there's more people producing them. So what happened here is that, okay, we sponsored maybe 10%, and the number is still increasing. And that's the interesting thing here. And that's what we want to try to achieve also at the smart centers here. And all is made manually with local materials. Let's take a look at the sanitation part. Of course, everything starts with making quality bricks, which can be used not only for toilets but also for buildings. We teach people how to make household toilets, school toilets. We teach them different masonry techniques. And you will see when we train people how to make the toilets, you'll see in the area that also the quality of the housing will improve because they learn some other techniques. Okay, our target area for this specific program with UNICEF is Luapula in the town Mwanza. We want to make a smart center. Western area, Western province in the Mongo, town Mongo. We want to make a smart center. Eastern province in Chipata. These three are targeted to have a smart center. Now the output of the program is, of course, the 3 smart training centers, 450 or more entrepreneurs to be trained, 250 new pumps, about 1,700 users, and 85 new toilets, about 1,420 users. But the nice thing about this program is that these numbers, they keep on increasing. Once the training centers have done their work, are doing their work, and especially when the entrepreneurs are making money and making the wash products, then these numbers will start to grow, just like they did in Tanzania. So we want to use that experience in Zambia as well. That's the idea. So that's the end of my presentation. Thank you very much. Any questions or comments are welcome, even online, if you like. I'll try to answer and respond as the best of my knowledge. So very welcome to add some information there. Thank you.